Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. I really feel it's my time, think it's my hair. Yeah. I reckon I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy, they gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my practice, I did all that. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my big dog, walking big talk, young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than it go off. We're not in the pulpit, I'm a big bull in this element, yeah. Said you gon' pull up this element, yeah. I've been married to this hustle, this is my way, watch out, step in it, yeah. And I ain't even got a yard, but I'ma get it here, watch out, touchdown. Pulling plans out the clutch, everybody getting crushed, the cush down, it's for us now. Have to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did pull up this element, yeah. Ain't got a yard, but I'ma get it here, watch out, touchdown. Pulling plans out the clutch, everybody getting crushed, I'ma get it here, watch out, touchdown. Pulling plans out the clutch, everybody getting crushed, the cush down, it's for us now. Have to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends, yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah.
Hello, welcome to the Croatian Sports Centre for this NPL Men's Showdown. It's Derby Day on the Gold Coast. Gold Coast Knights take on local rivals Gold Coast United in the first of a blockbuster doubleheader, with the women's fixture to follow. Bragging rights are on the line, but who will come out on top? My name's Adam Cattell, thank you for your company today on FQ TV. Let's run you through the two sides, starting with the visitors Gold Coast United, who are coached by Craig Midgley. In goal and captain, Carlos Saladiare. 2, Luke Beckwith. 4, Roman Engel. 6, Daniel Diaz. 7, Brian Satomo. 8, Harvey Pope. 10, Fraser Hills. 11, Nick Panetta. 21, Zahi Addis. 12, Lachlan Remmers. And 25, Braden Spink. On the bench, Theo Buxton, Christian Medenis, Chris Lucas, Yamanto Wilson, Harrison O'Gari, and the reserve keeper is Bo Ross Mitchell. As for Gold Coast Knights, they are coached by Scott McDonald. In goal is Casey Went. 2, Jaden Walker. 4, and captain Tyson Martin. 5, Sam Layton. 7, Ty Cobb. 9, Marquez Walters. 11, Taisai Kanenko. 12, Shelford Dias. 14, Ramat Akbari. 21, Matthew Smith. And 23 is Brad Inman. On the bench, Shohei Yokoyama, Jordan Bekovac, Ethan Jones, Habiki Tomioko, and Tanaj Kunst. The reserve goalkeeper is Lachlan Duke. Our referee today is Zach Keenan, and he'll be assisted by Jay Hudson and Jackson Davis. Moments away from this one getting started. Gold Coast Knights in their familiar red shirts and white shorts. Looks like it will be them who will be getting us started here from right to left on your screen. And we are off and running here. Immediately the ball is launched forward by Tyson Martin, who's captain today in the absence of Luke Kroll. A strong tackle there straight away from Addis, and Gold Coast Knights looking to get forward. Try to pick out the run of Hills. It'll fall here for Beckwith. Now Panetta. Panetta with the shot, and it's blocked, and eventually Casey Went can gather. So positive start there from Gold Coast United, who are missing some defensive stock themselves today. Oscar Dillon sent off in midweek, so is out suspended. Of course, a former Gold Coast Knights player. Scored in their 2019 Grand Final win against Olympic. Also Lachlan Semler, left-sided centre-back, also unavailable. Both these sides were in midweek Australia Cup action with contrasting fortunes. Gold Coast Knights, who squeezed through away at Wynnum Wolves, 2-1. It was a late winner from Ty Cobb. Casey Went making an injury time penalty save there as well. Gold Coast United going down 4-1 away at Rochdale Rovers, who were relegated from the NPL last season. As Cobb looks for the free kick, but play continues. Did actually take the lead in that game through Chris Lucas, who's amongst the substitutes today. And then Oscar Dillon seeing red for a professional foul as well. He'll be sorely missed today, you feel. Here's Marquez Walters now. Into Martin. Gets it back, and a chance here to line up the cross, and it comes, and there's Walters with the header. It was just slightly behind him there, Marquez Walters. A little bit awkward as we have a look on the replay here. Neat little exchange there between Martin and Smith, and then Marquez Walters, unable to get much purchase on that header. Marcus Walters, who was the other scorer in that away win at Wynnum Wolves in midweek, has got plenty in goals in the cup. Marcus Walters, since his move from Moreton Bay Excelsior, just one in the NPL so far. That actually coming against Moreton City. As Remmers charges forward, and now a low cross in from Hills, and it might drop here for Beckwith. Away by Diaz. Satomo onto the left boot. Oh, and it brings out the save from Casey Went. Still, it's not clear. Eventually, the ball goes out for a goal kick as we watch on the replay here. Diaz finding Satomo, who just fancied that on the left peg, and Casey Went called into action. I think Hills was in an offside position on the rebound. A lively start here. As I mentioned, first of two games between these sides today. We have the women's fixture to follow this one. Has been a couple of weeks since Gold Coast Knights were last involved in the NPL, have suffered a couple of washouts. They had a 0-0 draw here against St George Willawong a couple of weeks ago. A little bit of a surprise to be held by St George, having dispatched them quite comfortably in the Australia Cup a few days previously. Actually did have an XG of over 3 goals in that game. 20 shots as well, 6 on target, but unable to find the breakthrough. They've got a free kick here. Goals have been a little bit of an issue for Gold Coast Knights in the NPL this season. They've only scored 7. Actually makes them the lowest scorers in the NPL men's competition at the moment. I guess the caveat is they've only played 6 games. Lions in top place have actually played 3 more. Saying that, they do boast the meanest defence as Inman tries a diagonal out for a goal kick. Just 3 goals conceded from Gold Coast Knights, and actually Gold Coast United have the leakiest defence in the NPL so far. They've conceded 16. Has been a bit of a topsy-turvy season for Craig Midgley's side so far. Currently sat level with Gold Coast Knights on 13 points, but have played 2 games more. Schmidt making the interception, then just left his mark here, and Zach Keenan with an early yellow card there. Don't think Matthew Smith can have too many complaints with that one as we watch on the replay. Watch him just fly into this one. I think Daniel Diaz was the man on the receiving end, and there, early yellow card there for Matthew Smith. This is Harvey Pope, who might be operating in a centre of defence position this evening. Just gets it back here from Roman Engel. Harvey Pope, in his first season here with Gold Coast United, Englishman, has got academy experience with both Fulham and Oxford United. Is actually doing some coaching here for Gold Coast United in their academy as well, as the cross comes in from Remmer, and there's a shot. And it will be our first corner of the game. It'll be Harvey Pope who's entrusted with this corner kick. And it comes from Pope, deep. There's the header. It'll be collected by Hills. High hanging cross to the, well, right out to the far side, and gathered by Panetta. Does well, Nick Panetta, into the box. But then just runs into a bit of traffic and Smith can put that one out for a United throw-in. Addis across to take. Gets it back off Beckwith. In comes the cross from Addis. Looking for Hills. Now Knights can break forward with Inman. Looking for support. Finds it from Cobb. Now Sam Layton. Into Martin and finding the run of Diaz. Forward by Diaz, but just had a bit too much legs there for Ty Cobb. Goal kick taken short by Salidiare. Taken down nicely by Remers. Did have a fine 4-2 win away at Lions in their last NPL game, Gold Coast United. It was a hat-trick for Luke Beckwith. Also a goal for Chris Lucas as well. But then obviously that very disappointing defeat away at Rochdale in the Cup in midweek. Which kind of sums up their season so far, Gold Coast United. Have had some really good results and have also been on the end of a few humblings. Conceded 4 against Eastern Suburbs and then 5 against the Brisbane Roar Academy. Into Panetta. Beckwith trying to get on the end of that. Diaz getting there first. Martin plays it forward into the feet of Walters. He's got Cobb making the run. It's well read there. Now Beckwith. Remers just checking back, picking out Daniel Diaz. Surface at the Croatian Sports Centre, well, looks okay from where I am here. Obviously I'm not at the venue, but I understand they did cancel some under-23 fixtures that were due to take place before this game. I'm not sure if that was to try and preserve the surface here as Zach Keenan plays the advantage, but now he'll actually go to his pocket as well, and it's I think that was a yellow card to Roman Engel for the initial foul. Roman Engel is a former under-23s player with Gold Coast Knights, also had experience with the New Zealand under-20 side, but he's the second United player to go into the buck, and we've only had, what, not even 12 minutes yet. Akbari standing over this free kick. In fact, it's the left boot of Smith. In comes the header from Martin, but not troubling Salidiare. Now Smith. Casey went collecting the ball. Finding Diaz. Down the line for Konenko, just checks back. Trying to get the better of Daniel Diaz. Martin. It's Jaden Walker. Konenko can keep this one in. Walker again. Gold Coast United enjoying a healthy spell of possession here. Cobb. Switch finding Leighton. Leighton into Walters, and surely a foul there from Harvey Pope. Taken quickly. Forward it goes from Leighton. United can get it back. Remmers able to keep that in, but only succeeding in finding Casey Went, who's a former Runaway Bay goalkeeper. Was actually spotted in a cup game against Knights a couple of years ago, and he's currently the number one here. Lachlan Duke is the reserve goalkeeper. Leighton again, but that time Beckwith can intercept. Hills. Neat turn. He's got Remmers in support. Here he is. Gets it back. Sutumo. Diaz. Back to Pope. Well, they have gone from 3 to 4 at the back in the last few weeks. Gold Coast United, looks like Craig Midgley might have opted for those free centre halves with Harvey Pope there in the middle. Nice ball to find Hills. Hills again. It's Beckwith. Final pass, unable to find Panetta, and now Cobb. It's given away in Satomo. Poor pass though, and away by Diaz. And surely a foul there from Roman Engel. Cobb on the turn again. Spink won the ball and does well to come away with it there, Braden Spink. Young centre-back Braden Spink had a stint with Newcastle Jets under-23 side earlier in the year. Forward it goes from Pope. Beckwith is able to keep this in and can find Panetta. Panetta, United looking for that opening. Sutomo. Panetta, oh, and he's jumped into that one, and I think we're going to have another yellow card here. Nick Panetta. It was a little bit of a heavy pass there for Panetta, and just stretching and catching Ty Cobb. Comes the third player to enter Zach Keenan's notebook. Nick Panetta, one of a number of Gold Coast United players with Gold Coast Knights experience. Two sides meeting last season. It was a double for Gold Coast Knights. 5-1 winners here. There's a couple of goals for Joel Russell and for Sam Klein. Both players have departed Knights. Sam Klein obviously going on to the Brisbane Roar and doing really well. Joel Russell now in the NPL Victoria with Hume City. Taisai Kanenko was the other goal scorer. And then they had a 2-1 win at the Coplix Family Sport Park. Again, Joel Russell on the score sheet, as was Tyson Martin. It was Fraser Hills, the scorer for Gold Coast United that day. Cobb. Challenge from Diaz. It's now Shelford Diaz. Inman. Leighton. Now Akbari. Akbari fancies a shot, and actually the cross in the end. United defence able to deal with it. Smith across to take the throw in. Walters with two Gold Coast United players for company and does well to win his side a corner. It'll be Taisai Kanenko with this corner kick. Thought about the short one. In it comes from Kanenko, whipped in. And then goes the sea of bodies. What's the verdict there? I think goal kick is the decision. Gold Coast Knights were hoping for another corner there. Long clearance. He does possess a very long kick, Carlos Saladiare, into his third season now with Gold Coast United. Former Logan Lightning goalkeeper. Akbari. Back into Leighton. Up it goes towards Walters. Walker can come across and pick it up. Leighton. Inman. Oh, maybe caught late there, I thought, but play continues. Walker. He's got Diaz in support. Good tackle there again from Zayadis. Nice turn there from Walters. Will he try the shot? The radar was off that time for Marquez Walters. 39 NPL goals for Morton City Excelsior in the last 2 seasons. Before making the move to Gold Coast Knights. There's a flick on there by Remmers, and Beckwith was across. It was a strong challenge there from Sam Leighton. Decision goes the way of the visitors. Collected by Inman. Ekbari can find Martin, and Knights will try and launch an attack here. There's that diagonal ball. Header from Pope. Engel should be able to clear up. And play it out to the left, and Addis, who's got a turn of pace. Addis, we've seen it a couple of times so far today. And out by Walker. I think Gold Coast United will be fairly satisfied with the opening 26 minutes or so of this one. They've managed to keep Gold Coast Knights largely at arm's length. And they've threatened a couple of times themselves, but he came the closest to scoring through that Brian Satomu shot as Hills takes it on. Walters going down in a heap. And again, play on as the call. Walters has stayed down. Let's see if Gold Coast United are going to put this out of play. They're not by the looks of it. Play continues. It's Addis. Walters can probably now get the treatment that he needs. Well, of course, it is a derby match. You might expect a little bit of extra spice in those tackles, and we have seen 3 yellow cards already. Walters up a little bit gingerly, might just make his way back off to the side of the pitch. Would expect Marquez Walters will re-enter the fray shortly. It's a Gold Coast United throw-in taken long by Addis, and he's found Satumo, and now Beckwith into the box, goes down. Nothing given from Zach Keenan. Well, there was plenty of cries from the Gold Coast United bench as we watch on the replay here. Beckwith into the box and just going down between those 2 Gold Coast Knight challenges. think Zach Keenan had a pretty good position to see that one. Certainly wasn't interested. Plenty of cries from the Gold Coast United support though. Forward it goes by Smith. Collected by Cobb. Into the back post, trying to find Walters. Still can't get rid of it, Gold Coast United. Eventually the shot from Martin. Blocked by Spink, appeals for handball. Again, nothing given from Zach Keenan as Walker swings in that cross. Some nervous moments in the Gold Coast United defence. Walters giving chase. He goes down again. And now Addis is down. Walters has got up. It's crossed in away by Pope. It's been a frenetic last 2 or 3 minutes or so. Taken down well by Leighton. Addis will just try and shepherd this away from Walters, who keeps it in. Addis eventually coming away with the ball. Both teams really unable to keep hold of the ball at the moment, as Martin now gets the cross into the far post. Pope with the header goes down and gets the agreement from Zach Keenan this time. United skipper just having a few words there with the referee. Here's Engel. One back well by Leighton. Inman to Cobb. Cobb looking to take on Engel. He's got 3 Gold Coast United players there for company. Strong tackle comes in from Engel. And then a lovely turn there from Beckwith. And given away. Surely a foul there by Hills. Helps Matthew Smith back to his feet. Now Akbari. Very experienced player, Ramat Akbari. A-League experience with Brisbane Roar and Melbourne Victory. Has been capped by Afghanistan and was playing in the Georgian top flight in Europe prior to joining Knights at the beginning of the year. Here he is again. Long ball from Leighton. Can Walters keep that one alive? Not this time. Sam Leighton, who's another new arrival at Knights this year. 25-year-old defender. Had a spell with Burnley's youth side in England and also in Spain, and then went on to represent Vermont Greens in the United States. Cobb winning it back. Smith to Akbari. Now here come Gold Coast United. It's Beckwith into the feet of Panetta. Panetta turning away, but eventually losing it to Martin. Panetta again, and again it's Martin breathing down his neck. Addis. He's looked good coming forward, Zai Addis today. Hills. Can't find Beckwith. It's Addis again. Shot is blocked. Addis goes down. And again, Zach Keenan is unmoved. And surely a foul there from Beckwith on Inman. Well, if you've just joined us, still awaiting our first goal here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Bit of an arm wrestle so far. Goal scoring opportunities have been at a premium, really. Walters out to Walker. Kanenko with the run and the first time cross in. It's headed away by Spink, helped on by Diaz. Gold Coast Knights and Gold Coast United both locked on 13 points, 3 points off the leaders Lions FC, who'll be playing a little bit later this evening. Of course, the game you can see on FQTV, they're taking on Peninsula Power. Two sides did meet in midweek in the Australia Cup. It was, as the shot comes in, it was Peninsula Power who were 3-1 winners. So Lions looking to do a bit of a revenge job on Power today. Walters adjudged to a fouled Engel. Now Hills. Hills into Beckwith, gets it back. But then Akbari, and then Beckwith leaves his mark, and Akbari, and you feel this, well, I think it might just be a word from Zach Keenan this time. I think Gold Coast Knights players are maybe questioning why Zach Keenan didn't go to his pocket that time. Luke Beckwith is a former Gold Coast Knights player. Ramat Akbari back on his feet. Leighton. Gold Coast United making it hard for Knights to break them down. Akbari. Martin. Picked up by Kanenko into the feet of Walker. Inman. Nice play from Knights. In comes the cross. Shooting chance for Martin. Flashes just wide. That's as close as Gold Coast Knights have come. It might have taken a deflection on the way. As we watch on the replay. Lovely passage of play there from Gold Coast Knights. Martin, I think it might have just come off the defender. And out for a corner kick. Kanenko with the corner. Taken by Salih Diarra, but unable to gather, and eventually he does. That's a dive over the top of Tyson Martin there. Carlos Salih Diarra, let's have a look at that on the replay. Comes through the crowd, and then, there you go, hello. Tyson Martin with a quizzical look there at Zach Keenan. Will be a Gold Coast United throw-in. Cobb. Smith with space to move into. Oh, and it's given away to Panetta. Can they take advantage here, Gold Coast United? Panetta still has it. Finding Beckwith. Here's a chance for Luke Beckwith. Oh, and it flashes just wide. That looked all for the world. It was going to go into that bottom corner from Luke Beckwith. It was given away from Gold Coast Knights. Panetta picking out the run of Beckwith perfectly. They couldn't find the finish though. Luke Beckwith, of course, with a hat-trick in their last NPL game. Looking to score against his former club. And we remain at 0-0. Long ball from Leighton. Addis competing with Walters, slips it, let Marquez Walters in. In it comes to the far post, but it's too far, and well, him in there just with a little push, but he'll go out for a United goal kick. Starting to just liven up a little bit here in the last few minutes. Tyson Martin with that deflected shot just wide, and then Luke Beckwith with a really presentable opportunity there to give his side the lead, just falling the wrong side of the far post. Smith back to Casey Wentz. Martin stepping out of defence, finding his defensive partner Leighton, but it's well read by Pope. Remmers brought down by Martin, and Zach Keenan very quick to bring out the yellow card, and it's Tyson Martin into the book. Pleading his innocence, but Zach Keenan quick to take out the yellow card. So we've had 2 bookings apiece now for Knights and United. Forward it goes. And a little bit of uncertainty there, and Hills will try and capitalise. Eventually cleared by Diaz. Addis again with that little burst forward. Certainly has some pace. Addis, hasn't he done well? Gets the cross in. And the volley eventually wide by Beckwith. Addis, he's a Byron Bay product, made his senior debut for the club at just 16. He's also a bit of a musician, I hear, as well. You can check out some of his tracks on Spotify, I'm told. I've got to say, he has been very impressive going forward. Zai Addis. Long ball by Diaz. Cobb going down and giving away the free kick. We're just about a minute and a half away from the regulation 45 minutes. Well, it's been a feisty derby so far, no goals to speak of. Tyson Martin coming close for Gold Coast Knights, and then just a few minutes later, Luke Beckwith with just Casey Went to beat, just dragging his shot wide. Pope to Addis. Ball is swung in, Went takes it well. Well, Leighton eventually just laying it off for Diaz, and then Diaz gives it away to Panetta. Panetta to Beckwith, he goes down. Play on is the call. Seen that a few times in this opening 45 minutes. As we move into first half stoppage time. Now Pope into the feet of Hills. Satumu. And Remmers with a chance to measure this cross to the back post. There's a header. Oh, and it just wouldn't fall for Fraser Hills. Goal at his mercy. What a chance there. They worked it well, didn't they, to the right-hand side, Gold Coast United. There was the cross. It was the header from Panetta, and then Fraser Hills with his hands on his head. He knows that was a chance. Over the head of Addis. Walters doing well to keep that in and win his side a throw. And that is half-time here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Nothing to pick between these two teams so far. It's Gold Coast Knights 0, Gold Coast United 0. We have had 4 yellow cards. It has been a little bit feisty, as you'd expect on a derby day, but still awaiting our first goal. Make sure you join us for the second half here on FQ TV. We'll be back after these messages.
In 2014, when ISIS attacked our country, we faced a lot of trauma. ISIS took me and my family, and they killed a lot of people. Thousands of people are still missing, so we had to leave. We had no choice. Me and my family, we were with ISIS for 20 months. We just had to leave, we had no choice. My cousin and my sister, they sent someone over there to help us escape, and he came with a van, just like a small van, 31 people. We all got into one van. It was very hard. We were all over each other. We drove lights off so no one can see us in that village. We were just hoping to get to a safe place. We were just telling ourselves they will see us, they will find us, because ISIS were everywhere around us. When first arriving in Australia, obviously new country, new place, new life, I felt like I was a newborn to this world. It was very hard for me. I didn't have any friends. I didn't know where to go. I couldn't speak the language. That was probably one of the hardest things for me. I felt lonely. Later on, I told myself, I just have to get up and I just have to find somewhere. Find friends, just go on street, walk everywhere, find people, talk to them, even if I don't know how to speak, just keep working hard. So I started school when I arrived in Australia in 2018 at Harristown State High School. One of my football academy coaches, he told me, Yachin, you should become a referee. And I was doing a few school games and picking up the flag and running the lines, and he told me, there's a course here in Toomba if you want to do it. Woke up that morning, should I do, should I not, should I do it or not? I just had to make a choice. The course was like starting at 9 o'clock, and I woke up at 10 o'clock, knocked on the door. Hello, who is this? I've registered, sorry, I know I'm late, but I want to become a referee, I want to do this. Once I start the course, obviously, that moment changed my mind. I was telling myself, why did I have to not to come here? Why did I have to be 1 hour late? Changed my mind, absolutely. Changed my life. I was feeling safe there, sitting by 25 people around me, talking to me in a very nice way. I was very excited. Refereeing 100% helped me to become more confident and building leadership. My life has changed a lot. Before I start, just the biggest thing is we have to look professional. We have to trust ourselves, believe in each other when we are making a call. If you make a call, just be confident, just make it, okay? We need to believe in each other as well. We are a team out there, we need to look professional and have a good game. Sounds good? No worries. Let's do this. I'm feeling more comfortable, more safer. I've met a lot of kind people. They always help me and support me. I absolutely love refereeing, and it changed my life. I really enjoy it, and I don't do it for money. I just do it because I enjoy it. I do it because I have a lot of people behind the scenes. They help me and support me.
What makes Sully Sully is probably just, how energetic he is, how hard he wants to work for what he wants and everything like that, He fights hard for who he cares about and what he likes and what he enjoys. So when you get in Sully's close bubble, you really get to see him grow as a person and how much he enjoys hanging out with people and doing different things. No matter where you are, you always have a good time with Sully.
I think it was like 2 years ago. I was standing up just there, and I had my friends, Nat and others were sitting beside me, and they were telling me, will we see you one day refereeing on this pitch? And I told them, yeah, maybe, hopefully. And see, here we are now.
Yeah, true,
Here we are. So since I've become a referee, first year, I just keep working really hard. And I won an award the first year. On my second year, I got onto the FK Academy for 2 years. And then after that, I won the Referee of the Year in Darling Downs. And I refereed the Darling Downs Grand Final and went to the National Youth Championship. So big steps for me. And obviously, I want to keep growing and keep building that trust. And I'm always confident when I referee. I take every opportunity that I've been given, and I always take it no matter what opportunities I have. And I definitely want to go further. I want to become an A-League referee one day. I know it takes time. It doesn't matter if it's tomorrow, 1 month later, one year, 5 years later. I want to keep building my trust and confidence and get there. One advice I could give to people is never give up. Just keep working hard. Life is hard, but you have to work hard for it. Don't give up no matter what you do. Just keep trust in yourself, keep building trust in yourself, take opportunities and do it. Because if I've done it, I know how it feels. It was very hard for me at the beginning. I've done it, I know I can do it, I know others can do it as well.
How do I finish the sound? One straight off.
Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters, all powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Welcome back to the Croatian Sports Centre. Second half about to get underway in this NPL men's clash between Gold Coast Knights and neighbours Gold Coast United. Still locked at 0-0. Just waiting for the home side to make an appearance. Gold Coast United out a few minutes early. And they'll be pretty satisfied with their work so far. It's been a disciplined performance from Craig Midgley's side, who are missing a couple of key defenders. Oscar Dillon suspended for his red card in midweek, and also Lachlan Semler, left-sided defender, also absent today. But they've managed to keep Gold Coast Knights largely at arm's length and have had their moments in front of goal too. Most notably that Luke Beckwith chance, about 5 minutes or so before the end of the first half. 4 bookings, 2 apiece. Matt Smith and Tyson Martin for Gold Coast Knights. Nick Panetta and Roman Engel into the notebook for the visitors. Still no sign of the home side. Well, Zach Keenan looking to get this second half underway. I think Gold Coast Knights are onto the field. Here they are. And we are underway here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Big 45 minutes coming up here for both sides. We'll let you know if there's been any half-time introductions. I think I might have just got a glimpse there of Shohei Yokoyama, number 8 for Gold Coast Knights. As United look to get on the front foot. That's a great turn from Panetta, and what a save. Casey went. Nick Panetta felt he was being fouled, still managed to get his shot away. It was a fantastic turn here. Gets away from Martin. Went with the stop. I think Nick Panetta felt he was fouled there in the process of shooting. And a big call there for Zach Keenan in the opening few seconds of this second half. It'll be in Gold Coast United corner. Harvey Pope trotting across to take this. In it comes from Beckwith. And it might drop for Panetta again. Diaz for company. Now Engel. Panetta. Oh, lovely skill from Addis. Cross to face the goal! Oh, and somehow it stays out! Well, what a start here in the second half by the visitors. Again, it's that man Zahi Addis at the heart of it, skipping past Diaz, fires across, and it was Fraser Hills trying to get on the end of it. Another Gold Coast United corner, and it comes from Pope, headed away. Now here is the substitute, Yokoyama. Down the line to Walters. There's a diag from Martin. Walters. Well, Lachlan Remmers has gone down clutching his face. Have a little look on the replay, shall we? And yeah, maybe, well, you can draw your own conclusion from that, I guess. Zach Keenan just having a word with Marquez Walters. Remmers is back on his feet. Marquez Walters, who was sent off in his opening NPL debut game for Gold Coast Knights for a second yellow card for simulation. Facing no further action on this occasion. Here is Marquez Walters. Diaz. Little 1-2 with the referee, and that free kick might have been taken a little bit too quickly. Diaz got a chunk of Addis. Play continues. It's Ty Cobb taking on Spink. Spink with the block. Zahi Addis has just hobbled away from that challenge. Just waiting for the ball. Here it is. Throw in from Diaz. Oh, now we've got two balls on the pitch. We will try again. In comes the cross from Diaz. Looking for the head of Walters. It'll fall for Smits. Cross was blocked. Thinking it may be Taisai Kanenko who's made way for Shohei Yokoyama. Actually, it's not. There he is. Ball forward, Panetta running at Martin. Now Beckworth again. There's Tyson Martin with the important intervention. Now Walters. Spink making the block. Goal kick is a decision. Marquez Walters was adamant that should be a corner kick. Up go the heads. Yokoyama finding Inman. Addis across. Cobb. Akbari switching the play. Diaz. Bit of time here, Shelford Diaz. He'll have to settle for a corner kick. Here comes the corner kick, in low to the near post, away from Gold Coast by Gold Coast United. Akbari. Yokoyama onto the left boot, in comes the cross. Oh, and it's almost gone through. That might have come off a Gold Coast United player. Sally Diarra had to get down quick. Spink. Looking for options. Finding Addis. Gets it back from Satumu. Very composed piece of defending there from Shelford Diaz. I think it is Jaden Walker, the man who's gone off at half-time. Little reshuffle from Scott McDonald. Shelford Diaz moving across to right back. It's Ty Cobb taking on the United defence. Getting the cross in. Walters will keep it alive. Looks for the 1-2 with Diaz taken on the chest, and Spink happy just to put that one out for another Gold Coast Knights corner. It will be the substitute Yokoyama to take. In and taken well by Salidiare. Shahai Yokoyama, another new arrival for Gold Coast Knights, does have professional experience in his native Japan, also has played his football in Austria and Croatia. Diaz and Addis with a nice 1-2. Beckwith out to the far side. Remmers now to Panetta. Panetta getting past Smith and doing well. Oh, and he's hit the post, Nick Panetta. Addis with the cross. So unlucky from Nick Panetta. Could just hear it there, striking the base of the post. Walters holding off the attentions of Spink. And Spink coming away with the ball and keeping it in. It's Hills. Spink again. And now, I think a flag has gone up. Diaz has to check back. Martin. Nice bit of defending there from Lachlan Remmers, young player who's come through the academy ranks. And then a bit of a sloppy pass out for a Knights throw. Martin to Walters, to Konenko, but Beckwith was on hand. Inman winning it back. Panetta. Martin. Addis just with a little grab there. Remember the women's fixture between Knights and Gold Coast United to follow this game. Alan Kroll will be on commentary duty for that one. Interception there from Diaz. Oh, and then Beckwith. And Engel managing to prevent the corner and actually doing well to find a teammate. Well, approaching the hour mark now. If you've just joined us, still awaiting our first goal, but there's been a little bit more goalmouth incident this second half. Nick Panetta striking the post just a few minutes ago. Little slip by Beckwith. Akbari to Martin. Diaz. Walters losing out to Pope and Beckwith with a chance to break. Here's Hills looking for Panetta. Panetta doing well to keep hold of possession and can run at this defence. Nick Panetta. Satumu. Oh, and just unable to find Luke Beckwith. Casey went with a few words of advice there for his defence. Both the respective coaches of Knights and United had long professional careers in the UK. Scott McDonald, of course, best known for his goal-scoring exploits with Celtic before moving on to Middlesbrough, and then did have a spell in the twilight of his career in the A-League before joining Knights. Craig Midgley, who also serves as Gold Coast United's technical director, began his playing career with his hometown club Bradford City before time with Hartlepool United, and Halifax also had a short loan with Darlington as well, which anyone would tell you would be the highlight of his career. There's a long association with Gold Coast United, Craig Midgley, joining them back in 2017. Also looked after the women's senior side last year before coming across to the men's side. Panetta, good challenge from Shelford Diaz. Diaz, still going. Good interception from Satumu. Satumu again. Joined the club in the close season from Eastern Suburbs. Here's Panetta, who's been at the heart of A lot of good Gold Coast United moves in this second half. Hills trying to thread that one through. And then Satomu catching Yokiyama late. Akbari spreading the play. Smits having to check back. I'll move it from left to right to Tyson Martin. Can they break this very stubborn Gold Coast United defence? Diaz. Finding Konenko has a bit of room to operate in here. Lovely feet from Smith. How about that? Here's a shot. Just wide. Not a bad effort though from Matthew Smith. We watch on the replay. Onto his weaker foot. Taken down well by Remmers. Forward the ball goes. Here's Fraser Hills. Looking to get away from Sam Layton, but strong defending there from Sam Layton, and eventually draws the foul from Fraser Hills. Fraser Hills, former Brisbane City midfielder. Also had a long spell with Brisbane Strikers, was part of that famous Australia Cup run back in 2019 when they reached the semi-finals. Actually won the Mike Cockerell medal that year for the best NPL player in the competition. Also has his own YouTube channel as well, charting his journey as an NPL footballer. It's called Beyond the Ball, if you want to take a look at that. Here come Gold Coast Knights through Diaz. Good ball there to find Konenko into the area. Here comes the cross to the far post, but there's no Knights player there. It'll go instead for a throw in. In comes the cross from Layton. Walters being marshalled well by Addis, who comes away with the ball. Then couldn't find Fraser Hills, and they'll have to defend again here, Gold Coast United. Akbari. There's the ball from Smith, looking for the header Walters. It might fall here for Ty Cobb. Still going and getting his shot in, but straight. It's Saladiare. Zayadis just staying down after coming out of that challenge there. As we watch Ty Cobb, well, either side of Saladiare. Might have been a goal, but straight at the United shot stopper. Addis is still down here. Gold Coast United yet to make a change. They do have Chris Lucas on the bench, senior striker, 3 NPL goals so far this season, still finding his way back to full fitness. Theo Buxton is a 19-year-old academy player, had a spell with Magic United last season. Maybe just a bit of cramp there for Zahi Addis. They'll certainly want him to be able to continue. He's, well, for my money, been the pick of the Gold Coast United players so far. Looks like he will be okay. Long searching ball from Saladiare. Beckwith with the header. Only as far as Akbari and now Inman. Walters looking to cut inside. Winning the free kick. As we pass the midway point in this second half. Still waiting for that breakthrough from either side. Chance now for Gold Coast Knights to get some bodies in the box here with this free kick to be taken with the left boot of Matthew Smith. In it comes from Smith. Looking for Leighton, but should be collected by Saladiare and is. And he's quick to put Addis into motion. Diaz. There's a very youthful bench for Gold Coast Knights as well this evening. Shohei Yokoyama, obviously the more senior player who's already on the field. Jordan Bekovac is a young striker. Maybe we'll see him at some point. He did score for Gold Coast Knights under 18 in their derby win in the Queensland Cup against Gold Coast United a couple of months ago. Akbari now to Diaz. Akbari shows too much of that to Addis. It'll go for a Knights throw in right by that corner flag. Into the feet of Yokoyama. Now Akbari. Looking for Walters, looking to turn us. Has a sea of yellow shirts around him. It drops for Akbari. Now Inman. Inman trying to find that top corner. 20 minutes to go. Here come Knights, it's Yokoyama. Diaz winning the ball back well. Satumu, I think impeded Diaz. Walters, it comes off him, out for a United throw in, taken by Remmers, gets it back off Beckwith. Eventually cleared halfway by Pope. Now Panetta. Hills making the run and it'll go for a Gold Coast United corner. Hills will leave this one, you would think, for Harvey Pope. Here he is, the number 8. Both Braden Spink and Roman Engel have made their way forward. Taken short by Pope. In it comes from Remmers. Oh, and onto the roof of the net. Well, mentioned at the start, Gold Coast Knights goal scoring in the NPL. It's been a little bit of an issue for them this season. Did have that 0-0 draw with St George Willawong in their last NPL game just a couple of weeks ago. And as it stands, that's going to be how it's going to finish up tonight unless we can get that breakthrough. 17 minutes plus stoppages remaining in this one. Beckwith. And the flag was up against Nick Panetta, and I think we are going to have a change here for Gold Coast United. I think it might be Brian Satumu making his way off. And it is Chris Lucas, number 24, who takes his place. Actually played for Gold Coast United when they were an A-League entity, would you believe. Then had a long spell in the NPL Victoria with Oakley Cannons. As I mentioned, did have an ankle injury earlier in the season. Is finding his way back as Konenko makes a charge to the byline. In comes the challenge. It was Fraser Hills, but it's gone out for a throw-in. Yokoyama, Inman. Gets it back. Inman with the shot, but always going over. Actually, must have taken the deflection on the way because it's gone for a Knights corner. A little bit of debate amongst the Gold Coast United players there. I think, yeah, Zach Keenan just saying it might have come off someone's ankle. I think Yokoyama poised to take this corner. 15 minutes left on the clock. Yokoyama in low to that near post, might fall for Cobb. Shot was blocked by Addis. Oh, what an important intervention that was. Now Hills competing. Oh, and taking a bit of Shohei Yokoyama. Let's have a look on the replay. Blocked by Addis, and then a full-blooded challenge there from Fraser Hills. And the free kick going the way of Gold Coast Knights. Smith to take. In it comes from Smith, looking for Walters. A bit of a scramble in the box. Eventually Diaz can come across and Pope can complete the clearance. But it's back with Yokoyama, who went for the curler. Saladiare tried to pick the run of Panetta. Forward by Diaz. There's Leighton with the header. Oh, and Hills does well to find Beckwith. Oh, and now a chance here for Lucas, but he loses his footing at the crucial moment. Oh, what a chance that was. As we watch on the replay here, it was Beckwith, and it just looked like it was going to open up for Chris Lucas. During that replay, Zach Keenan has blown for a Knights free kick. Yokoyama to Winman. Martin. Martin just forced back with that pass from Diaz. Chance for Gold Coast United just to get up the pitch a little bit. Kanenko to Leighton. Kanenko. Here's Martin. A wall of yellow shirts in front of him. Tyson Martin. And they go back again, Knights. Or try again with Akbari. Cobb skips away from Beckwith. Cobb again. It might open up here for Ty Cobb. Just drags his shot wide. Certainly had Carlos Saldiadare interested. Ty Cobb got the winner in midweek. Former Brisbane Roar youth player. Still, we wait for our first goal. Just over 10 minutes left in this one. You feel it could go either way, really. Zakbari back to Casey Wentz. Diaz. Leighton now. Gets it back off Smits. Just a bit of a heavy touch allowed Diaz to come in and pick his pocket. Then that long ball. It's looking for Chris Lucas. Well defended there though. It was Sam Leighton, the man across to make the intervention. Martin. Kanenko continues his run, held up by Hills. It's back to Diaz. This Gold Coast United defence remaining firm for now, but there's a foul from Fraser Hills, and I think that's one too many fouls for Zach Keenan's liking. And into the book goes the United number 10. Well, Matthew Smith again with a chance to whip this cross in, does possess a decent left peg, Matthew Smith. Can he pick out a red shirt? Here he comes. Into the path of Walters, but again, the United defence passed the test. Akbari. Back with Smith, in it comes. Away by Addis. Gold Coast Knights just turning the screw a little bit here now, you feel. Going to be a big last 8 minutes or so for this Gold Coast United team. On course for a very useful point at the moment. Martin. Diaz now popping up on the left-hand side. Anywhere will do for Gold Coast United. Kanenko taking on Addis and beating him. Oh, and then tried to play in Brad Inman. You can see the frustration there. And a chance for this United defence to have a bit of a breather. Sally Diarra just lining up this goal kick. Gives it a big thump forward. Strong header from Leighton. Walters. Oh, and he might play in Ty Cobb here. It's Ty Cobb. Oh, and he's put it over. The whistle has gone. Oh, and it's a second yellow card for Roman Engel. Zach Keenan spotted an infringement. Well, you can see the look of surprise on Roman Engel. Gold Coast United down to 10 for this final 6 minutes or so. I think there may have been a foul in the build-up. Looks like it'll be a Knights free kick, I think. Well, Gold Coast United had a player sent off in their last game with Oscar Dillon. They've had another one this evening with Roman Engel. He was booked early in the first half and has received a second yellow card after 84 minutes. And things just got a little bit tougher for Gold Coast United. Actually, it's going to be a goal kick in the end. Well, here we go. Big 5 minutes coming up here. And Panetta, I was going to say surely fouled, but not in the eyes of Zach Keenan. He's got a better view than me. Akbari with the switch. Here's Ty Cobb. Skips past. Semler, he's still going, goes down. What's the decision here? Well, I think it's going to be a yellow card for Ty Cobb for simulation. Well, there you go. Ty Cobb. Yeah, actually, I think the referee might have got that spot on. So Ty Cobb becomes the third Gold Coast Knights player to receive a yellow card. But it's 11 v 10 here now. Roman Engel given a second yellow card. There's a header from Leighton. And I think a little push in the back by Brad Inman. Assistant coach Jamie Dixon just on the side there, just barking out the orders. Looks like Gold Coast Knights are going to make a change. Actually, the substitute is being substituted. Shohei Yokoyama. Don't know if he's maybe picked up a problem. Tanaj Kunst is a player to come on to replace him for these final 3 minutes plus stoppages. Martin putting that out for a throw in. Hills with the throw in. It's Lucas. Hills gets it back. Nice 1-2 there with Beckwith into the path of Lucas, but Akbari sensed the danger. Collected by Addis. And now Panetta might try his luck. Flashed wide from Nick Panetta. So we look on the replay. Panetta unable to get it on target. And now it's Gold Coast Knights with a chance here. It's a substitute. Kunst into Smith. Kanenko. Oh, but it's won back well by Hills. And now he might play in. Oh, and look how well Casey Went has done there to sense the danger. And it looked like Gold Coast United might have been in there. How quickly Casey Went appeared on our screen there. Look at that. Sweeper keeper at his finest. Hasn't had too much to do in the past sort of 15 minutes or so, Casey Went, but he was more than alert there. And had to be, because it looked like it was going to be a one-on-one for Chris Lucas as the offside flag goes up. Last minute of the 90 here. Martin. It's now Shelford Diaz. Akbari. In it goes, headed away by Addis, picked up by Hills and now Beckwith. And the two Diaz's competing there. It'll drop for Chris Lucas. Finds Panetta, gets it back, he's got some space here, Chris Lucas. The angle is tight, it's Chris Lucas. Oh, and a big save from Casey Went. It will go for a corner. It was almost a smash and grab there from Gold Coast United. Very well worked move. How's the pass there from Nick Panetta? Chris Lucas unable to beat Casey Went. Corner to Gold Coast United. Not too many players coming forward for this one for Gold Coast United, as you can understand. Braden Spink, number 25 there at the top of the box, might be the target. In it comes from Pope. There is Spink. And now Panetta. And they want a handball against Shelford Diaz. Penalty given! It's a penalty for Gold Coast United in injury time. Shelford Diaz adjudged to have handled. Zach Keenan, no doubt in his mind, pointing to the spot. And I think Shelford Diaz knew then. He knew he was in trouble. Zach Keenan straight to the spot. And what a chance now for Gold Coast United. Into the second minute of injury time. It's a yellow card as well for Shelford Diaz. Well, some late drama here. Gold Coast United almost scored through Chris Lucas, and from the resulting corner, Shelford Diaz adjudged to have handballed, and it is the substitute Chris Lucas now with the chance to surely win it for 10-man Gold Coast United. Just being made to wait here by Casey Went. Here we go. Can Chris Lucas hold his nerve from 12 yards? Here he comes. Sens went the wrong way, and Gold Coast United take the lead in the 93rd minute. Would you believe it? Derby Day delight for those Gold Coast United fans. Chris Lucas, the substitute, does the job from 12 yards. And Gold Coast United have completed a smash and grab here on their neighbours' Knights. Surely can't be too much long left, you'd feel. They're just going to have to launch everything at it now, Gold Coast Knights. Thumped forward by Beckwith. Lucas will give chase, but Martin can head that back to Went. Header from Diaz. Akbari to Martin. In it comes again. Oh, and then surely a foul. And Zach Keenan going to his pocket here. Lachlan Remmers. Looks like he's about to enter the book once he's gotten up from that challenge. And this is surely last chance saloon for Gold Coast Knights. You wonder if they might even throw the goalkeeper forward here, Gold Coast Knights. Lachlan Remmers still receiving treatment. Actually coming off the worst from that challenge. He'll be greeted with a yellow card when he does make it back onto his feet. Meanwhile, Matt Smith is primed to take this. It's in a promising position here. The angle is tight. As we enter the 96th minute, there's confirmation for Lachlan Remmers. So I guess Gold Coast United are down to 9 men, are they now? Because Remmers, I think, has to go off to the side of the pitch. They've got 2 in the wall here. Here comes Smith. Oh, and it was Marquez Walters at the far post. It's gone for a goal kick. Gold Coast United player has gone down. And they need some urgent treatment here for him. Here is the replay. United player, yeah, just took a whack there. That did not look good at all. And there is some genuine concern here. Couldn't catch the player it was who is prone on the ground. I'm guessing Lachlan Remmers might have made his way back onto the pitch. I wonder if they're forced to have someone else leave it. I think it's Braden Spink, isn't it? Yeah, number 25. Yeah, he's obviously in some discomfort there, isn't he? I think he's being told he's going to have to make his way off the pitch now, yeah. Well, 97 minutes on the clock. Saladiare can gobble up a few more seconds. Still we go on. Here's Inman. Oh, and a heavy touch. Addis anywhere will do. It's Tyson Martin. Launches it forward. Walters goes down. Oh, and I think that's going to be a free kick now and another yellow card. Was that Braden Spink who's just come back on? I think it might have been. Let's have a look on the replay. Yes, indeed. Braden Spink back on the pitch. Just a little push there on Marquez Walters. This one is a bit more central for Matthew Smith. I wonder if he'll be tempted to have a go himself. As we enter the 99th minute of this absorbing derby. Here comes Smith. Elects to cross. Away by Addis. And then decision goes the way of Gold Coast United. Surely can't be too much longer now. This will just be Gold Coast Knights' second defeat of the season. "99 minutes now." There's the flick on into the hands of Casey Went. Oh, and a poor kick out from Casey Went, and that is full time here. And it's a famous Derby Day victory for Gold Coast United. That injury time penalty from Chris Lucas dividing the two teams. After Shelford Diaz was adjudged to have handballed in the box, Chris Lucas held his nerve to give Gold Coast United Derby Day delight here at the Croatian Sports Centre. Plenty of incident. 9 yellow cards and a red card as well for Gold Coast United. Roman Engel given his marching orders in the 84th minute. Chris Lucas almost won it in injury time, and then did win it in injury time as Shelford Diaz was adjudged to have handball and Lucas held his nerve. What a match here at the Croatian Sports Centre. I've been Adam Cattell. Thank you for your company this evening. This has been a Double Take production for FQ TV. Have a great evening.